Yo. Man, if only the game looked like this. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. This is Monster Hunter. Yet again, another Monster Hunter. Even though it's an old Monster Hunter. Very interesting. Really, really beautiful opening, though. I never watched it in full, so this is kind of cool. So I'm here a little late. I had a long-ass day, and as a result of that, when I got home, I was like, nope, I need some time. So I started a bit late, but I'm good. It was just a lot of stuff. And listened to another light vinyl today in full for the first time, and it sounds pretty good. Well, really good. So I'm happy about that. But it's still a little ways off anyway. But anyway, this is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. This is the Switch version. There's a cat. And we're going to talk a little bit about this, and I'm going to sound like a broken record because I've talked about this a lot during my streams over the past, I don't even know, but maybe past couple weeks. So Capcom gave a code to my network, and they gave the code to me, and I was like, I guess I'll take it. I'm not really down to play another Monster Hunter game. Not so soon after World. But this isn't the demo, this is the full game. And I figured it would be a good idea to show it off a little bit to people who have never played it, or people who want to see what the Switch version is like. And also to discuss the differences between this and World. This cutscene just keeps going, holy shit. Someone just said you can transfer your Generations data. I have like 8 hours in Generations. I don't even remember where I left off. So if I do end up playing this, I'm just gonna start over anyway. Eight hours in Monster Hunter is like an hour in a Call of Duty game. Like 20 minutes in Call... Why am I using Call of Duty as a comparison? Oh, man. Okay, so, I made a character real quick. You know, it's a new character. What can I say about this? Well, let's start with this. I'm spoiled. I know I'm not hardcore. I am no longer hardcore because Monster Hunter World has spoiled me. Again, broken record. I am obviously a big Monster Hunter fan, but this game, both its original release and this one, came out at the wrong time for me. They're out at times where I'm burnt out on Monster Hunter. However, the resolution increase looks really nice, doesn't it? For a Switch version of a game that originally came out on 3DS. It's definitely good. It's not as good as Monster Hunter World by a long shot. But this is a pretty crisp game. Runs at a steady 30 so far. And this is classic Monster Hunter. So even though, yes, I've been spoiled, I am now weak. And, oh Jesus, I don't even know what's happening. I'm just pressing buttons. Stop. No, God, stop. How do I stop this? Okay. I was so lost when I tried to play Generations the first time. So I'm going to be lost again. Don't expect very much from me. Oh, another thing. You think the Switch could handle... Like, why are the characters just disappearing? Come on, Capcom. You can update that for the Switch. Just make the characters not disappear. I'm sure there's more than enough, like, power under the hood for that. So as far as ports go, this is both a good one and kind of lazy at the same time. I don't know. So we'll talk about the differences again as I go through this, but yeah, you get to go through your item box. All my cool stuff that I have from World is not here. You know, I got a couple of items. I don't know where they are. This might be them, I guess. Vappy journal. Okay. So, you know, you have your town stuff, there's cat stuff that you can do, there's butt stuff, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do in this game. And there's hunter arts, there's alpacas. So needless to say, I'm a little overwhelmed. And I did do some of the tutorial. I played this once. It looks good, by the way, portably. So, no, I'm good. This is the style thing that's new to this game. Well... yeah. Now, people are saying there's like 3 times the amount of monsters in World than in World. And... you know... yeah. Yeah, I mean, how much time do you have in a lifetime? That's my question. This game has so much more in it. Of course. But, like... how do you... you know, how do you do it? How do you do it? Someone just said it's refreshing to go back to pre-World Monster Hunter, so much more content. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy there's a lot of content. But World was like 80 hours for me. I was pretty happy with that. I mean, it could still use G rank, but... I just think that World did so much to streamline the Monster Hunter experience. And, you know, call me whatever you'd like, that's fine, I'll take it, I'll accept it. Let's do that. But, like, you know, there are some things that I don't want to go back. Like, if I forget to eat, and I have to eat, you know... okay, so when you don't eat, you miss out on the bonuses. In World, you could just eat wherever you go. Like, so there's a lot of things that I'm gonna forget about, and I'm gonna suffer, because I got used to World. Not like I even fucking remember a lot of that stuff. But, like I said, I don't expect to actually be playing very much of this. It's just too soon, man. Now, if this came out instead of World, or if this came out first, I would have probably finally sunk my teeth into it. But, you know, I'm not the kind of dude that can play Monster Hunter forever. So, anyway, now that you know how I feel about this, I just wanted to set the stage. I wanted you to understand, because I know there's a lot of fans of the series. I feel like it's important you know where I'm coming from. And I'm not deliberately trying to hate on the game or anything, because I love Monster Hunter, but it's a bit soon. And it is, you know, an earlier style. So I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna struggle. But I feel like it's still worth showing you that the game does look pretty damn good for a 3DS port to the Switch. You know? And there's a lot to like here. Also, I played Bloodborne after World, so I'm gonna probably end up playing this like Bloodborne and pressing the wrong buttons, so please bear with me. So, yeah, I mean, the increased resolution is great. The lighting is pretty nice. It's actually a pretty nice looking game. The moon is transparent, but don't worry about that. You didn't see anything. Combat might be a little bit faster and more fluid based on the styles. But let me just pick on this big dumb bird real quick. Oh, I don't know how to play Sword and Shield. I probably should have mentioned that early on. Okay, so, time to skin. So there's some things that people will say that are totally right. Like, World does bring a level of, like, complacency. You know, because it makes a lot of things easier. People are saying it casualized Monster Hunter. I'm okay with that, personally. However you feel, you're entitled to it. I think it's stupid when people defend a couple systems. This, for example, is pointless. And World did a great job at fixing that. So, in Monster Hunter World, you can just press the button once, and you get what you need. And, harvesting is so much quicker. That... You can defend this classic series as much as you want, and I'll accept it. You're right. There's a lot to love about the classic version of Monster Hunter. But, I hope future iterations at least speeds up the harvesting. The whetstone thing, I don't love. I feel like that's something that was streamlined in a good way. Oh, I forgot to take whetstones. Shit. Alright, well, I gotta go get whetstones now. So, while it's nice to go back to Monster Hunter and see how good it looks, and plays... Those are my complaints. You can hold the button to gather. I did, but it's not the same. Like, you still have to stop, you have to wait for a little bit. Like, I know. I guess I should once again explain my, credentials with Monster Hunter. I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but I'll tell you... I'll tell you my history. Started with Try. Loved it. Played a lot of it. Then played 3U? Right? Was that... what was... not 3U. What was the one on the Wii U? Was that 3U? 4U. No, that was 3U. And then I played, 4U on the Wii U as well. Jesus, I'm confused now. Oh, man. 4U! Wait, 4U was 3DS only. That's the one I played then. Sorry, yes, I streamed it plenty of times. That's where I came up with the Gordon Ramsay Burger King. Oh god, you lost your passion? You should go to McDonald's. See, that's kind of cool. The fighting styles with their, special things. Just keeps the fighting a little bit more interesting. Good. I like missing. I don't like hitting my opponents. Clearly you understand. With the Sword and Shield, what's the replacement for pressing select? Big stupid birds. And that's how long I have. Until my weapon turns to shit. There's no lock-on in this one at all? Well, what about big monsters? I know the little monsters you can't lock on, but what about the big ones? Hey, say what you want about the grass texture, but you should have seen fucking 3DS Monster Hunter. It's just for the big monsters that you have a lock on, okay. This game is boring solo, I agree. Well. Oh, ZL is the lock on. Okay, but only the big boys. The only time I ever seriously considered using Sword and Shield was try. Oh, I remember this. Again, I have limited experience, so let me tell you about my first experience with Monster Hunter Generation. So it came out, I bought it. I don't know why. I put like 80-something hours into 4, which I loved. That was probably my favorite game in the series up until that point. I loved it, played a lot of it. From me, a lot of it from me, which isn't much. And then this came out, and I was like, I don't know if I want to play another Monster Hunter game right now. I'll give it a shot. And maybe I just had other shit I was playing. Maybe it was just too soon. But I only put about 8 hours into Generations. And I barely remember it. So I never really got far enough to enjoy it. That's why I didn't do the save transfer. I figured it wouldn't really be worth it. Okay, we got a big lad. Are you the lad? How come I'm not locked on? Where's the... Oh my god! Runaplis, please. Oh, I had to press L. Okay. Oh, it doesn't actually stay locked on? You have to actually manually press... That's the wrong button. In World, you can run a little bit while you're healing. Stop that! Wrong button again. Oh, this is trash. Yeah, I'll eventually get you. This is like stabbing a human with a toothpick repeatedly. No, you don't see HP bars in Monster Hunter. Usually the HP bar is, well, it's not an HP bar, but you see them, like, limp and get weak and do, like, different shitty attacks. They start to, like, suck. Okay, that definitely didn't suck. I knew playing Monster Hunter after playing Bloodborne was gonna be a fucking mess. I just didn't think it would be this Monster Hunter. I should have sharpened first. This Renoplis doesn't want to fucking stop! Like, dude, get your own fucking prey! Holy shit. Hands off my prey! Hands off my prick! That's what Falco says, right? I mean... I don't know, Monster Hunter's still fun no matter how you swing it. I still love the series so much. I just... you know... I don't know. Have my couple of issues, my bitches, my gripes. Ligma, what's that? No, Slippy, no! I like how Falco the only recent activity of Falco Lombardi in the past couple of years is the Ligma joke from Twitter. Also, speaking of Twitter, is come to Brazil a meme at this point? Like, whenever a comedian or a band tweets that they're gonna be someplace, there's always someone that's like, come to Brazil. Okay, so it's a meme. Well, it happens to me too, right? But I don't think it's just a meme. I think there are people that really genuinely want their favorite artist to come to Brazil, and why wouldn't they? If they live... Listen, if I lived in Brazil, I would want my favorite, like, band to go to Brazil. So, but, dude, I didn't know it was a meme. People are saying it's a meme now. And, I didn't, like, know that. There we go. Remind me not to sword and shield again. God damn. I don't know how to combo properly with sword and shield either. Which is not doing me any favors. Ow. For Monster Hunter beginners, I would recommend the sword and shield. Anyway, so, the come to Brazil thing. Okay, so that's something I see, right? So I see it all the time. And, I guess Nirvana made a tweet. You know, whoever's running the Nirvana page on Twitter. Oh, I'm totally out of whetstones. And, I'm looking through the comments. It's about like, well, whatever Nirvana means to you, that's great. You know, whatever they did for you. And then some asshole in the comments is like, come to Brazil. And I'm just like, that... really? Like, do you not know? Having trouble penetrating. I wonder. No, it's probably a joke, but I would assume that this isn't the first time that's happened. And again, I'm going to assume that there are people that just don't know, you know, what happened in the early 90s. And I would imagine at least a couple people are serious when they say come to Brazil and or any other location. Okay, now I can't do anything. Hey chat, where do I get whetstones? Brazil? Oh, alright. Oh, yeah. Is it Stefan Carlson or is it Steven Carlson? I didn't watch Lazy Town. That was a little... I was a little too old for it. I didn't even know what it was for years. But I know the dude was struggling, and I know how much he meant to a lot of people, and I want you to know. Even though I don't know who this guy really was, like, that well, fucking sucks. I'm sorry that happened for anyone that loved his stuff. And I also want you to know that reasons... That's the kind of reason why we do our charity stream, and we try to, you know, get together at least once a year to make that kind of shit not happen. So... And yeah, Aretha Franklin too. That's another pretty fucking shitty loss. So... Like I said, I'm not really the guy to be reporting on these sorts of things. I just play video games and make funny noises, but, she was so good. Vinny Bones. Is that where you get whetstones? Getting mystery bones. Usually in rock piles, yeah. Looking for rock piles. Also, there's an embargo on this game. I had it since the 18th. And, you know, you can't really talk about or stream or show the games. No, hang on a minute. The 20th was the end of the first embargo. The second one is I don't think you can show anything in high rank for some weird reason. Because the game doesn't come out for like another week. So, I'm good. You know, like I can do as much of this as I want in like, you know, up to high rank, I think. So I think I'm good, but at the same time I just wanted to let you know. You know what else I have that I can't play? That I want to play really bad? That is under embargo until the 28th. And I'm not playing it until I can stream it. So it's pretty fucking cool. I've been looking forward to the messenger for a while, and I sent them an email. I was like, hey, I shit talk video games for a living. You want to take a chance? They're like, sure, baby. They said BB. But it really does look like a great game, and I can't wait to play it. I've been excited about that one. So, my kingdom for a whetstone. I used my whetstones. I didn't bring any with me. Right? So this is my fault, right? I wasn't prepared for this fight. But this is my first fight in months in Monster Hunter, and my first fight in this game. In Monster Hunter World, you get an unlimited whetstone that you can just use whenever you want. There should be some whetstones in 1, 3, and 9. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, that was a really nice improvement. The unlimited whetstone thing. I like that. I like that. Abandoned camp for whetstones. Monster Hunter World is Babu game. Oh, okay. It's not hardcore enough for you? Okay. Then guess what? Goo goo gaga, motherfucker. It's too commercial. Oh no. Wait, you mean this is hardcore, right? Like this, like all that digging in there? Okay. Well, Jorge wanted to be hardcore, but Monster Hunter World wouldn't let him. Well, you know, you could have fun with that. Whatever makes you happy, you know? Fuck. My kingdom for a whetstone. Jesus. Oh, that's not helping. Binyat is becoming a crotchety old bean. Yeah, I'll be crotchety. I'll be crotchety when someone, tells me that digging into an herb pile for 13, 15 seconds of my life is hardcore. I'll take crotchety. Or when the whetstone, unlimited whetstone makes you babu. Yeah, no, I'm a crotchety, rotten old cunt. I will definitely take that. I can't even hurt this dude. Someone said 3. There could be whetstones. Zone 1 has... I didn't find any whetstones in Zone 1. Let's check 3. Someone mentioned 3. I'm looking for rock piles, right? Okay, well I was in 3 earlier, and I don't think there's any rock piles here that I can dig into. I'm probably not making a good impression on Monster Hunter for people who have never played the series. No, I don't even have a pickaxe. This is literally my first hunt in this game. I played the game for a total of, like, 10 minutes when I got the code. So... I mean, yeah, I'll cop to the fact that I was unprepared. I still want to try to kill this fucker. Let me see. If anything, I'll just abandon the quest and then use a different weapon. Any whetstones here? Vinny, give me the review code for Monster Hunter to get whetstones. You want it, bro? I can't be bothered. I really just can't be bothered. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a weapon I'm a little bit more familiar with. And then I'm gonna bring a lot of whetstones. Vinny, if you're not having fun, don't play. I could be having fun. Let me have fun. I'm gonna have more fun. But I am spoiled. Okay, so we're gonna bring the proper items this time. Whetstones. I have to buy some, I guess? Okay, so... okay. Wait, I have to go back to my house to change equipment? Go back to single player instead? This isn't single player? What have I done wrong? Check the DLC for free items. How do you do that? You're in a multiplayer quest with a starter sword and shield. That's why he hit like a truck. Okay, so then I need to... I'm sorry. This is a shit show. DLC is accessed from the cat in your house, so we're gonna go to the cat house. We're gonna... yeah. We're gonna get in there. Hello, cat. Okay. Easy peasy, cat house. Downloadable content. Okay. Oh. Well, the game isn't out yet. They did say something about... They did say something about, you know, getting free items. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. I hate to be boring. But... I gotta use the goddamn switch axe. It's the weapon I know the best. Okay, could take some steaks with me. Calico board? Alright, you can bring little cat fellas. I don't have any cat fellas. Do you have to, like, buy them? Oh, there we go. There's the blue quest person. That's the single player. Okay. Per priestess. Okay, so you get ingredients. Your Paramus. Larinoth salami. Okay. I will get you your salami. Probably not, but... Calico Armory, that's where you get... That's where you get new weapons that you create from the bones of fallen foes. Here's the marketplace, okay. Okay, I'm gonna need these, thank you. Just fuck me up with whetstones, please, thank you. Good. Okay, good. So there's that. And now I think I'm ready. Hi! I am the Burnagal, and I will make you do quests for me. Okay, so this tells you the boring stuff. Okay, so, okay, well, I have to do some of this stuff first before I can jump into a bigger monster, so let's do it. Ah! Take that. Not like I need this stuff because I'm just gonna be killing little fellas. But, you know, little fellas are my specialty. In some ways, I feel like maybe transferring save data would have been a good idea, just so I could skip a lot of this stuff. But then I'd be lost a little bit. Can I transfer my stuff? Or would I be able to maintain my current character? Or you have to kind of... It's a one-way transfer. Okay, so I can keep my character, but I can just, like, take those items. There's 3 save files. Oh, okay, no, I see what you mean. So it would be like a separate character file. So that's where the whetstone is. God damn it. Also, this hunter style isn't giving me a bonus for the switch axe. Vinny, my dog wants to hear the manslave clip. Please, Vin. Alright.
Manslave!
So chat, you can thank that person's dog. Oh, that? Yeah, that's just always on my desktop. I feel like if I'm going to use switch axe, I'm going to need to change my hunter style. So different hunter styles have different bonuses per weapon, right? Okay, this is much better than sword and shield for me. Are these the fucking dudes I'm supposed to be fighting? These little dudes? Yeah? I'm gonna miss being able to stick the thing inside the monster. Wait a minute. No, that's not how that was supposed to sound. But in Monster Hunter World, you can stick the sword into the monster, and then you can ride around on the you can ride the monster. Oh god. What have I done? I don't know, now that I'm playing it, I'm kind of getting into it a little bit. I just have to forget about World. Just forget about Vinny Old Bean, just forget about Monster Hunter World. It didn't come out, it didn't happen. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Yeah, my inner monologue, I call myself Old Bean. That's just what I do. But there, you know, there is a good reason to play this. It's, as I mentioned earlier, there's a fuckload of monsters. There's a lot more to do in this game than there is in World. Like, World is a good start, and I look forward to Monster Hunter World 2, which could be amazing. You know, more monsters, more things to do. That would be great. But, yeah, it is a bit short for Monster Hunter fans. Like, it's definitely a game that you can knock out pretty quickly compared to the rest of the series. And then you have a game like this that has 3 times the amount of monsters. It has a lot of legacy monsters, like the old ones. It's got, the hunter styles. I think this would be amazing if some of the quality of life stuff was just implemented. Like, I'm okay with the difficulty level, I'm okay with the amount of stuff there is to do, I'm really fine with that, but just some of the little improvements would have been enough to probably make me play this. As it stands, I'm not really sure. I know World has updates, I know that there's stuff in there that I haven't played yet. But again, I was playing Bloodborne at the time, and I didn't want to, like, cross the streams. Isn't there a way to skip a cut? Oh, okay. Skip! Hunni! 16,000 strings. Is this a review copy from Capcom? I don't think Capcom knows who I am. But it is a review copy, yeah, it's just... I'm under no obligation to review the game or say anything specific about it. And I've been a little cruel to it, so... I guess I'm not gonna get that advanced copy of Mega Man 11 after all. What if Capcom is watching you right now? Oh god, they might be. Someone just said, I think the graphics aren't that great for this. Well, it is- oh, that's a good end screen. You're right, this is a port of a 3DS game. Did you get RE remake code? No? I don't think so. It's weird, because I was supposed to get a code from Capcom from Monster Hunter World. Like, my dude, let's just call him my dude, at Screenwave was like, I think I can get you Monster Hunter World. And I was like, cool, yes. Get me Monster Hunter World, yes. And, it didn't happen. So I just bought the game. So it's, I guess it's a little iffy. I mean, that's okay. I'm not one to complain. I'm not here to look a gift horse in the mouth, whatever the fuck that means. I like how in The Expanse, Avasarala even is like, I don't understand what that expression means. Bone. Bone axe. Iron. I need some ore for this. Anything that isn't my current switch axe would be wonderful. I could buy that, though, no? I could probably buy some armor, too. Good. It means to nitpick a gift you get, just be happy with you get a gift. Oh yeah, no, I'm super happy that I got this game. And I'm really- I feel amazing that people want to give me codes of their games every now and then. I don't get codes for Nintendo games, though. Because they hate me. But I do get codes for some stuff, and I'm always appreciative, but I'm still gonna tell you how I feel about it. It's kind of what I do. I can't not be honest about, you know, how a game, plays and how much I like it. Which, as I've said before, and I'll say it one more time, not to be, like rootin' tootin' my own horn, but I've definitely burned bridges with some developers as a result of my candidness. And I'm not one to needlessly shit on a game without some reason. Like, I like to be as fair as possible, But even that has, burned a couple bridges, so... Not Rockstar, believe it or not. Rockstar still likes me, despite me shitting mercilessly on shark cards. You can't make everyone happy, that's right. If you try, then you make no one happy. So, do I have to do all of these before I can do a big monster? Calico Ranch. Oh, I should probably hire a cat, right? Good camera. Okay, so you can recruit a Palico. I had a cat in Monster Hunter World. Little Sklumpit. I'll take a nice generic cat, that's fine. Donald Duck. Oh. There he is. Raphael the cat. Alright, chat, listen. I need a good name. This is gonna be my companion for the rest of the time I play this game. All 2 hours of it. Dog. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna name my cat Dog. Yep. I just want the cat to take damage for me. I don't want anything more than the cat to absorb hits. Vinny, they explain Prowler mode to you? I'll just ask the chat about it in 20 minutes. That's fine. Hey chat, what's Prowler mode? What? The fuck? Okay. I mean, oh my god. It's a completely different weapon style. Try a hunt. I will. Maybe not now, but, you know, eventually. Quick Jaggi slaying? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. I can kill some Jaggis for you. Can you get me another cat? I have room for more. Okay, so, alright, so we're gonna hire one, whomst should I hire? A healer? I like how there's a cat named Fish. The name Jeff always pops up on my stream. Always. What are you? What do you do? You're charisma. I don't know, I kinda want a healer. Fish can roll? Beast? No, we're keeping the name Fish. Okay, how do I hire an alpaca to help me fight? Dog and fish. I just need bird. If you think about it, though, that's pretty good. The enemy won't know. They'll think I'm coming with a dog and a fish, but I have, instead, 2 cats. 2 strong men with the van. So, let's see, what would be... So, Striker? What is Striker? 3 Hunter Arts. 2... Well, Guild... You know what? I'm gonna stick with Guild for now. Let's do, Trance Slash, and I'm gonna do, well, we could do Trance Slash and, Evasion. Ariel has the stab and ride shit. Okay. I like that. You can, jump on monsters and propel yourself high into the air. Great for mounting monsters. Perfect. You only get 1 special, though, and I'll just, make it... What is SP? Does that mean it's, like, better? SP?! Okay. Okay, so you have quests for me. You have, 10 Jaggi. Yeah, let's do it.
Haha!
Are you anti-aliasing since you're getting rid of Jaggies? I always forget to eat in this game. You have to get back in the Monster Hunter groove. That's the real trick. You know, if you play games that aren't Monster Hunter for a while and you come back to Monster Hunter, you just have to adapt, because it is a very specific type of game. I remember playing Try for the first time, right? That was my first Monster Hunter game. And it was on the Wii, and I remember people were raving about Monster Hunter, and I didn't realize I was gonna get obsessed with it, but I had some pretty big barriers. Like, I had never played a game like this before. And Barioth was the motherfucker that I just I could not kill. So I had to, look up some guides online. I learned some tips. And it took me about I don't know, I've probably told this story before, but it took me many attempts. And I used a lance with water on it and I eventually cheesed Barioth, and then I went back to Barioth eventually, and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Sorry, Baroth. God, I always get them confused. I meant Baroth. Yes, there's a monster called Barioth and a monster called Baroth. And they're two completely different species. And then there's Barrett, who, I believe says, there ain't no getting off of this train we on. Wait, so how do I make use of the aerial thing? Vinny, you sound miserable. Are you okay? Oh boy. You dodge over the enemies. Okay. Is this your first stream? Like, is this your first time watching? You don't know my secret. My superpower is that I'm always miserable. I did have a really long day. This was a very, very, very long day from start to finish. Oh god, fish, I'm so sorry. But no, I'm not miserable. Hang on a minute, let me search my feelings. Hang on. No, I don't feel miserable. Vinny, are you gonna play the Hat in Time DLC? Yep. Okay, where can I find the rest of these goddamn Jaggies? Speaking of Jaggies, I mean, there's anti-aliasing on this, which is nice. So, wait a minute. Okay, I was able to do the attack before. Where I was, where I jumped in the air and then came down with a mighty thrust. Because Barrett likes the way. Tap that button a second time. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... There we go. Oh, yes! I mean, I fucking missed, but... Man, my cats are just cleaning up. There was a video of Voyager explaining the Voyager characters, and Neelix was like full-grown cats. I think was the name that they used to describe Neelix. Was it full? I think it was. I thought it was real-life cats for a second. Miss. I keep thinking that dog is glitching, but they're just, like, going mental. Sorry, fish. Isn't Dogfish a brand of beer? So no, isn't it Dogfish Head? Okay. I think I had Dogfish Head. I'm not much of a beer guy. Someone just said, am I playing the PC version or the PS4 version? This is the Switch version of Monster Hunter Generations World. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I don't think there is a PC version of this or a PS4 version. It was in that moment that maybe he loved life more than he ever had. Vinny, I'm sure you get this a lot, but do you know when the charity stuff will ship? That's a bingo slot. We got 3 bingo slots in the past couple minutes. So we got, Vinny, you sound miserable. We got, Blade Runner from me. And then someone asks about charity merch. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a dick. I am a little sassy tonight. Well, more than sassy. Okay. So, I've been doing this a lot, and I still get tweets about it and stuff. But Ownage is just one dude with a couple other dudes under him. They have to ship out thousands of items, and they're beginning to ship now. So, just be patient, give it some more time, and you will get your item. You should follow Ownage on Twitter, and you'll get the updates that you need. But, I understand the desire to find out. You want to know. You want to know when your shit's coming. I get it. It's just a big operation for a little company. They're not like a Teespring, you know. Also, just on a kind of a positive note, I had some really good donut place recommendations people tweeted at me. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to tweet me donut recommendations. Aside from maximum squirt, like, that I got yesterday, like squirt, efficiency, I also got good donut place recommendations for Manhattan, so very grateful. You have a yellow thing. Train your palicos. Oh. Okay. So I can get them in there and, like, have them fight each other? Oh, I can teach fish how to heal, maybe. Well, they got really deep with cat skills in this game. How come I can't do the thing? Palette Go is active and cannot be selected. Do I have to dismiss the cats? It's stupid. Yeah, I don't like that very much. D'Artagnan? What book was that from? D'Artagnan. That was in Stranger Things, they referenced D'Artagnan. Is it a musketeer? Okay, well, I'm not gonna do cat training now, but I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have to dismiss my cats to train them? Also, for anyone who is listening that is a big Monster Hunter fan, know that my minor critiques is not me trying to take the piss out of something you love. I do love the series. And this is, for me, a 10 out of 10 series. But it's just minor things that get under my skin. And I'm too much of a big mouth not to mention them. Someone just said the series is flawed as hell, but it's still compelling. Well, I mean, the good... There's like a new iteration of this game every year, and the good news is they are improving. Like, every time I play Monster Hunter, it gets better. And say what you want about World, but I think it's a huge step in the right direction. Yes, it needs more content. Yes, it could be a little bit harder. But, I like that Capcom is trying it out. Capcom doesn't historically have the best track record with some of their franchises, so I'm glad at least Monster Hunter has different iterations, like World being a bit of, you know, a side game. And then you have the main series still going strong. And then you have, yeah, they're doing a good job with Resident Evil, at least. Now they are. They weren't for a while. And Mega Man's back, so... Listen, there's a lot to shit on Capcom about, but when you compare them to Konami, they're like... They're fucking, like, leagues ahead. Capcom is dumb, not evil. I'm almost inclined to think that every, like, company has some level of evil, or at least some level of greed, that they're just holding back. I know that's not the case. I know some companies have actually decent people, but if you give it long enough, you know, you start to question these things. You're like, well... Nintendo killing ROM sites? I mean, look. I've mentioned the ROM site thing on my stream plenty of times. It's a complicated issue. If you made something, and you sold that thing, and then people were pirating it, would you be okay with that? I get it. However, this issue's a lot more complex, and a lot of these games can no longer be bought. And the used game market is not making Nintendo any money. And a lot of these games are going to die and not show back up because Nintendo doesn't do anything with them. And so the idea of them shutting down ROM sites, legally, it's sound, I get it. And intellectually, like, their property, yeah, I know why they want to protect them. It's not an evil move. It's just, like, stupid, but not as black and white stupid as it may seem. As someone who loves to play video games, especially old ones that I can no longer buy, I'm pissed about that, and I think it's a really dumb decision to go after the ROM sites. But I don't think it's evil. You want evil, again, I'll point you directly to Konami, please. Someone just said, it's just like, how could any of this hurt this massive corporation? I don't know, how could it? If you think about it. If people are pirating games like, you know, Mario Odyssey on day one, then I kinda get it. Or if they're selling, like, Super Metroid for a couple bucks, and people are pirating that, then I get it. But a lot of these games are like Tingle. Like, they're not even fucking selling Tingle! Day one piracy is copies being stolen from game stores. Well, funny you should say that, because I worked at a toy store. And, stealing was rampant. People were fucking... And yes, this is a part of Monster Hunter. This is just how you start the game. You have to do shit like this. So, I know it's boring, but this is designed to get you invested in the mechanics and teach you how to do the stuff. Like, so I need 3 of those. 3 Dragon Amber. It would be great if you could skip this shit. I just wanted to get into, like, a good monster fight. That would have been a really good way to, show off the game a bit. Pity. But yeah, no, I worked at a toy store where people were stealing day one games, and, you know, no one got fired. And then the store eventually, like, closed. It was, KB Toys. And, KB Toys went under. And we got a lot of stuff from other ones, but people were just taking games day one. And the bosses did notice, and they did give a shit. But they couldn't really prove it, and they didn't stop anyone at the same time. To go straight to the big fight, take the mushroom and fern quests. Okay. The other part of this is, it doesn't just teach you how to do stuff in the game, it also gets you some materials that'll come in handy later. So this quest, you're looking for this dragon amber. But in the meantime, you're also getting iron ore. And a variety of other things that'll come in handy for crafting. So, it makes sense that these quests would be in the game, it's just kind of fucking boring. I just hate egg quests so much. Can you tell us stories from your KB days? I don't really remember a lot of them. I found 7 lucky ninja kids on the floor. When KB was going out of business, there was, we got a shipment from another store. And we got a lot of, like, just crusty items. Like, really dusty, like, moldy, shitty things that were not sold. And, we got a big box of games, too, that someone took. And I got some of them. one of the bosses that worked there, who was only there like a couple days a week, he saw that there was a big box that came in, and it was just not really anything new, a bunch of old like PS2 games and some GameCube stuff and some Game Boy Advance games. And most of them weren't that great, but he took the box, set it aside, and then at the end of the night, and I was the one working with him, at the end of the night took it to his car and we divvied up the games. This is my boss. This is the dude that ran the place. Or one of the dudes. But at that point, it was a defunct thing, like KB was shutting down. It was done. We only had a couple weeks left. I never, actually, here's something true. I never stole any new games because I was not really comfortable with that. I didn't want to steal anything that was, you know, like people were stealing like crazy, and I didn't do that. But when this boss gave me the okay, I was like, yeah, motherfucker! I ended up having like 50, what was I, 40, 50 games. Some duplicates, some really terrible ones that just didn't sell. But that was, you know, I'll tell you what, that was a good day. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good day. Wait, do I have the fossilized bone? Oh, I didn't even search for it. Whatever, let's just deliver. One of the games that I got was Wario World on the GameCube. And, I might still have it, but I ended up selling a lot of games back in the day. So I don't know if I still have that one. That was actually that was the best game in the collection. That was the best game there. So, I ended up giving a lot of stuff to my friends, so I didn't keep all of it. Some of it I couldn't get rid of, so I just pushed it on other people. So that's a true story from... I mean, it's not the most glamorous or glorious story, but it's true. And, 7 Lucky Ninja Kids is a terrible movie. Some of you may have seen it in Scum, but it is a fucking terrible movie. It is so... It's 7 Lucky Ninja Kids. And it's kind of racist, and it's fucking terrible, and it's actually really... Like, it's a Red Letter Media type movie. And I emailed them, I was like, hey, do you want this? But they never got back to me. And why would they? But I just felt like 7 Lucky Ninja Kids, that would be something they would enjoy. It's that funny, and it's that bad. Okay, so now I have to do some mushrooms. I don't have a mushroom quest. I guess I have to do ferns? I'm not watching that movie again for anyone who said I want to watch it again. I'm not... no. Yeah, like, my stomach ulcer would burst. It would explode. They have, like, a dumb Americans moment with McDonald's. It's pretty... You know what? Look it up. If you can find 7 Lucky Ninja Kids, I just would recommend you watch it. It's really good. It's really good. this is probably not the best stream of Monster Hunter I could have done. I should have done all these quests first, and then killed a bunch of monsters. I just didn't want to do this stuff. I was hoping I could just bypass all this. Alright, so I just need a couple more unique ferns. Just between two of them. I don't know, someone said this game looks so crusty after playing World. It's just bland. But, like, the shadows look good. The anti-aliasing looks good, the lighting looks good. That looks like, you know, that's a decent looking scene. But, you know, the trade-off is that it's portable. It runs well. It's not the best looking game. But, you know, you could play it portably. And it looks decent enough. But decent enough isn't, you know, we have a fucking video card coming out soon that can actually bring you to climax through its AI ray lighting tracing, god rays. It can actually like rub your cleat in a way that will make you never want to go back. There's AI on this graphics card. I mean, it's $1,200 for a reason. The AI of this graphics card can teach you how to drive. You know? You can actually zoom in to see, like, pimples on a character's face. You know, you can, like, go into a pockmark and then, like, check out the dermal layers of skin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not a skinologist. I am not a dermatologist, but I do know that we're on the brink of graphic genius. So, you know, it just kind of sucks to settle for this and say this looks good enough. Is my point. For the record, I'm not buying that. I have a 1080, I'm good. Until until video games start looking so good that I need to go into someone's skin, I don't think I need that card. Also, I think, I think that this is a stream that I have to not do. I was going to at least try to get to one monster hunt, but I'm getting, like, too bored. So I can't do that. And I know people already aren't into my Monster Hunter streams because they find it repetitive and grindy. And you're right, it is, but this is probably not winning anybody to the side of, oh, I need to play this game. Just know that when you play multiplayer, and you actually do hunts, it does get good. Like, watch some of my Monster Hunter World streams, it's pretty cool. It is a game worth investigating, even if this looks terrible. That's my advice, because I've almost never had this much fun. Not now, but when I play Monster Hunter, it's some of the best... Well, it's some of the best grinding I've ever done. And when you have 4 people with 4 different types of weapons attacking monsters in unison, it's good shit. So I just want to be fair. You know, I wouldn't have put hundreds of hours of my life into this series unless I, enjoyed at least some of it. This might be why I stopped playing Generations the first time around. All these fucking, like, grindy, delivery quests. What was I saying about the... Oh, right, so the graphics card. So, it's $1,200. I have a question. Maybe you can answer this, chat. Does the mining of Bitcoin have anything to do with the price of this video card? How much do you think this card would cost if Bitcoin and mining of Bitcoin never happened? I'm just curious. I want to get your opinion. I think, probably my guess would be like 700-800. The 1080 was 700. Oh, you're yawning? Oh, you're yawning. That's funny. You're not even the one playing the game. Okay, so it turns out, once I do this mushroom quest, then I can do monsters. How about this? How about I'll play the game a little bit, because I do like it, and I want to play a little more of it. So I'll play the game a bit. I'll get to the point where I can kill monsters. I'll do another stream of this. Because I do want to see what it's like to actually fucking kill monsters in Monster Hunter. That would be cool. And I know the people that aren't into this probably won't show up for that, or they will and they'll just fall asleep, but that's okay too. Whatever you have to do. You know, if you gotta take an Ambien, just stay off Twitter. You know what I mean? Just be careful. But what I'd recommend is just not watch the stream. How do I save the game? Oh, world... You got a world map. You have, here's a menu I haven't seen. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's not Monster Hunter World, and if you're looking for World, you're gonna get more classic, traditional Monster Hunter experience, but the trade-off is... So, yeah, it doesn't look as good as World. It doesn't have the quality of life improvements. And, you know, those are the two main ones. But what you get instead is 3 times the content or more. Portable. So, that's good. And that's about it. I'm sure I could come up with some other reasons, but we'll leave it at that for now. Different combat styles, yeah. Your mic is crusty. Do I sound different than usual? Because I was testing it out earlier and it did sound a little strange. No? Okay. Alrighty. No, just as depressed. Okay. Well, that's bingo. Alright. Here, take a look at this. And I'll be back in a couple minutes with Dead Cells. Be right back.